I'm not a huge fan of Zack Snyder, even though he has some good movies like 300 and Man of Steel. But most of the things he's done, I just find kind of boring. I didn't like his adaptation of Watchmen. I think the comic book is king. It's just fucking great. And Zack Snyder said that he made that movie for more people to read the comic book, which that doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But what I find interesting about him is his take on Batman, and here's him talking about it.
Like people are always like, well, Batman can't kill, right? So Batman can't kill is canon. And I'm like, okay, well, the first thing I want to do when you say that is I want to see what happens. And they go like, well, don't put him in a situation where he has to kill someone. I'm like, well, that's just like you're protecting your God in a weird way, right? You're making your God irrelevant if he can't be in that situation. He has to now deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, if he does do that, what does that mean? What does it tell you? But does he stand up to it? Can he survive that? Right? As a god, as your God, can Batman survive that?
I never thought that was canon, that Batman can't kill. But
Well, for a lot of people it is.
that seems ridiculous given the circumstances in which he operates.
Yeah, well,
Now, I have to agree with him because at the end of the day is his interpretation of the character. And yes, his Batman kills. And there are other adaptations in comic books that the character also kills. For example, in Dark Knight Returns, which is pretty much the big inspiration behind BVS, but it's very different, right? Now, in BVS, Batman wants to kill Superman because he finds him as a threat to humanity, pretty much based on the fight that happened with Zod in Metropolis. But for me, that's not quite enough because at the end of the day, Batman is the world's greatest detective, and this is just how he fucking came to that conclusion. While in The Dark Knight Returns, very different. So Batman and Superman have this whole fucking history behind them. And Superman decided to go and work for the government and for the president. So he kind of became an errand boy. And in that comic book, Superman is trying to stay on Batman's way and not allow him to do his vigilante work. And Batman, he decides to teach him a fucking lesson. So he beats the shit out of him. And he said that he wants Clark to remember in his most private moments the one man who fucking beats his ass. It's fucking great. It works so fucking well. But meanwhile, in BVS, what stops Batman killing Superman is that they both moms have the same name, and I find this kind of stupid. Now I am pretty disappointed that Zack Snyder couldn't finish whatever like his DC universe plans were, because I have to say the whole fucking Nightfall shit kind of looked interesting, but I guess we'll never see it, and it's kind of sad. Maybe we'll see it if DC actually is part of Netflix, because as much as I can see is that as far as I can see is that Zack Snyder has some good relationships with Netflix people, and he made like a bunch of movies for them. I think he's doing like an animation or something. So who fucking knows? Never say never. I just really want to see that version, even though if it's bad, I still kind of want to see it, because yes, Justice League, his cut of Justice League was better. Still didn't find it interesting because so much fucking slow motion in 4 or 5 hours. Just not my thing. If you like it, yeah, sure. But way fucking better than the 2017 Justice League. And also another thing is that I think people have to kind of embrace what's going to be the future of DC instead of just like bitching about it. If it's bad, it's bad. Scott Snyder wasn't like the best person to do a DC Universe thing. Neither is, in my opinion, neither is James Gunn. But let's see what happens. If it's bad, it's bad. And for me, it's always been that DC cannot do a fucking universe thing. Like, for example, like Marvel. But what they're best at is just pretty much just like kind of like one shot or just focus on just one character at the time. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.